Okay, since we are done on how to determine quadratic equations and to transform quadratic equations into standard form. Okay, let's proceed on how to solve quadratic equations using factoring. Okay, let's try to find out the solution of the following quadratic equations using factoring. Okay, let's have example number 1. X squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, this is a quadratic equation and at the same time, standard form. Okay, first thing to do is to find the factored form of your value c, the third term or your constant term. Okay, what are the possible factors of 3? So we have 3 and 1. Okay, if you're going to sum up with that, the resulting or the sum or the answer will be your b or your linear term. Okay, so x plus 3 times x plus 1. Okay, this is your factored form of this equation. Okay, review. 1 times 3, 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So, our answer is correct. Okay, next. Since we have a factored form of x plus 3 and x plus 1, we need to equate each factor. How? X plus 3 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, when we say equate each factor into 0, so x equals your positive 3, you are going to transpose it to the right side. So, from positive to negative 3. And the other one, x equals negative 1. So, our solution sets now are negative 3 and negative 1. Our solutions sets now are negative 3 and negative 1. Okay, to check if our solution sets are correct, first, go back to our equation, which is x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 0. And then, substitute the given sets or solution set. Okay, first is we have negative 3. Okay, so substitute the negative 3 of our x value. So we have negative 3 squared plus 4 times negative 3 plus 3 equals 0. So our answer must be 0 because our right side after equal sign is 0. So, negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9. Plus 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Plus 3 equals 0. Next, 9 minus 12 is negative 3. Okay? Plus, copy, equals 0. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So, our answer is correct, which is negative 3. Next solution set that we are going to check is negative 1. Okay, again, substitute negative 1 to your x values here. So, we have negative 1 squared plus 4 times negative 1 plus 3 equals 0. Next, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1 plus 4 times negative 1, negative 4. Copy, plus 3 equals 0. Next, 1 plus negative 4 is negative 3. copy the sign of your bigger number, so 1 and 4. So the bigger number here is 4. And the sign of your 4 is negative. That's why we copy negative. And then subtract negative 3. Plus 3 equals 0. Again, negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So our answer, negative 1, is also correct. Okay, we have example number 2. X squared minus 7x equals negative 12. Okay, make it sure that this equation must be in standard form. Now, since this equation is not yet in standard form, okay, x squared minus 7x from negative 12 became positive 12 equals 0. Standard form of this quadratic equation. Next, we need to get the possible factor of 12. Okay, we can list down here the possible factors of 12. So we have 4 times 3, negative 4 times negative 3, 1 times 12, and 12 times 1. Okay, your possible factors, that if you are going to add those factors, your answer or the sum of that factor must be in letter B or the linear term. Okay? So, our option is negative 4 and negative 3. So, x minus 4 times x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, by the way, these possible factors, if you are going to multiply the resulting product of this, are 12. So, 4 times 3, 12. Negative 4 times negative 3, 12. 1 times 12, 12. 12 times 1, 12. But we choose negative 4 and negative 3. Why? Because if we are going to add these numbers, the sum is negative 7. If you're going to add this one, 13. Also here. If you're going to add, this is positive 7. So, dili siya pwede. Next, x minus 4 and x minus 3. Equate each factor into 0. X minus 4 equals 0 and x minus 3 equals 0. X equals positive 4. X equals positive 3. Now, our solution sets now are 4 and 3. Okay, since we are done getting our solution sets, which are 3 and 4, we need to check it for you to make sure that our answer is correct. Okay, let's have 3. Substitute 3 to our x value. So, 3 squared minus 7 times 3 plus 12 equals 0. 3 times 3, 9, minus 21 plus 12 equals 0. Okay? 9 minus 21 is negative 12 plus 12 equals 0. So, negative 12 plus 12 is 0. So, our answer is correct. Now, try it in your own that you are going to check using this solution set, which is 4. So, you are going to substitute it to the x values. Okay, try it. Okay, next example. Example number 3, 4y squared plus 7 equals 29y. Again, first thing to do, make sure that the equation must be in standard form. Okay, we have 4y squared minus 29y plus 7 equals 0. Okay, we have the standard form of this equation. Next, using AC method. Now, what is AC method? We are going to solve this equation using AC method. Now, this is applicable only if the numerical coefficient of our y is more than 1. So, since our numerical coefficient here is 4, we apply AC method. Okay? So, what is AC? Your AC values here are 4 and 7. A is 4. We have A, B, and C. So, A is 4 and C is 7. Multiply the AC values. Our answer or the sum of that is 28. Next, what are the possible factors of 28? Okay, we have negative 4 and negative 7. 4 times 7. 1 times 28. And negative 28 times negative 1. Okay, these are the possible factors of 28. Now, if we are going to add, the answer must be negative 29. So, since the correct answer of that is negative 28 times negative 1, because if we are going to add, the sum is negative 29. Okay? So, mao ni ato ang pilion. Next, factored 4. So, copy 4y squared. Then, minus 28 plus negative y. Why is it negative y? It's because we have here negative 1. Okay? Plus 7. Okay, I'll repeat. 4y squared for your first term and 7 here for your last term. Okay? For this middle, if you are going to add, the answer is negative 29y. Next, we have two binomials. Okay? Factored form of this binomial. We have 4 times y minus 7. Y? 4y times y, the answer is 4y squared. 4y times negative 7 is negative 28y. Next, so factored form of this binomial. So we have negative 1 times y minus 7. Okay, let's check. Negative 1 times y, negative y. Understandable that this negative y has a numerical coefficient of 1. Minus 7. Why is it minus 7? If we are going to multiply negative 1 times negative 7, the answer is positive 7. Now, if we are going to make it positive, negative 1 times positive 7, the answer is negative 7. So, dili man siya negative 7 diri. The answer is positive 7. Okay, class, the parenthesis, open and close parenthesis, indicates multiplication. Next, make it sure that the open and close parentheses are the same. So we have y minus 7 and y minus 7. So, isa lang nato na siya. So, we have the factored form 4y minus 1 and y minus 7. So, giisa na lang nato ang duha. It's because they have the same factored form, which is y minus 7. And then, combine 4y minus 7. So, these are the factored form of this equation. Okay? Next step. Next step, we are going to equate each factor. We have 4y minus 1 equals 0, and the other one, y minus 7 equals 0, para makuha natin ang solution set. Okay. Next, 4y equals, transpose it to the other side, became positive 1. And the other one, y equals positive 7. Now, since we have more than one numerical coefficient, we divided it by 4. For example, we have 2y here, so we divide it also by 2. It depends kung unsa ang ato ang numerical coefficient here. Okay? Cancel. Then, the remaining is y equals 1/4 and y equals 7. So, our solutions sets now are 1/4 and positive 7. Okay. Since we have the solution sets 1/4 and 7, okay, let's check if that is correct. Okay, using 1/4. Substitute 1/4 to our values here, which is y. So, 4 times 1/4 squared minus 29 times 1/4 plus 7 equals 0. Okay, next. 4, copy. 1 times 1, 1. 4 times 4, 16. Minus 29 times 1, 29. And then, copy the denominator. Plus 7 equals 0. 4 times 1, 4 over 16. Copy the denominator. Minus 29 over 4 plus 7 equals 0. Now, we need to reduce this fraction. So, 4 divided by 4, 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Minus 29 over 4 plus 7 equals 0. Next step, get the LCD of this fraction. So, understandable that this whole number 7 has a denominator of 1. So, our LCD here is 4. 4 divided by 4, 1. 1 times 1, 1. Copy the sign, which is negative. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 29, 29. Next, 4 divided by 1 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. And then the sign of that is positive. Equals 0. 1 minus 29 is negative 28. plus 28 over 4 equals 0. Negative 28 plus 28 is 0 over 4. So our answer is correct. 0 over 4 equals 0. If we're going to divide it, 0 over 0, answer is correct. Okay, since we are done checking 1/4, so you yourself try to check if 7 is correct. So you are going to substitute this 7 to the y values. Okay?